find the right coverage at the best possible rate for you. When you have a claim, you have the backing of reliable, experienced agents. That's why area residents rely on PK Wise and Sellers Wise for all their insurance needs. Celebrating well over 100 years in business, your independent insurance agents at PK Wise and Sellers Wise put you first.
At Valentine Insurance Agency,
we're proud to be Americans in this land of liberty.
At Valentine Insurance Agency, we know that when times are tough, Americans step up. And at Valentine Insurance Agency, we're going to be here for you, helping you when you need it. Since 1964, call Valentine Insurance Agency at 263-1111.
And good evening. It's now 3 minutes before 7 o'clock here on Information Radio Quicks as we take a quick look at news on this Saturday evening. Outside our studios, we have a temperature now in downtown Moberly, 50 degrees with an east wind at 6 miles per hour, gust up to 8 miles per hour. Other temperatures now around the region. It's now 51 in Macon, 48 now in Kirksville. Columbia is at 52, and in Mexico it's 48 degrees. And we'll take a look at your full regional radio forecast coming up before we head back to J.B. Conley and more Greyhound basketball coming up here on AM 1230 Quicks. Quick reminder from the planner, tomorrorow on Sunday, Altrusa will be hosting Christmas in the Park tree lighting ceremony at 6 o'clock. That will be at the Lodge in Rothwell Park. A drive-through light display will open, and that's going to remain open until December 23rd from 5 until 9 p.m. each night. And again, that's tomorrow night at 6 o'clock in Rothwell Park. Taking a look at news, residents in 13 West Central Missouri counties, including Sheridan, Pettis, and Saline counties, are invited to take part in a survey of what they think older residents need in that area. Care Connection for Aging Services has placed a survey online on their website to help determine what support is needed, most regarding food, housing, medical care, transportation, and prescriptions. Paper copies are available at area senior centers or by calling 1-800-748-7826. Over the past few weeks, Moberly City staff has begun implementing new software designed to allow residents and business owners to be able to more easily handle any affairs they have with the city. Finance Director Greg Hodge says the software rollout is going to take time.
It will be kind of a slow transition, with a change this major, it has to be kind of baby stepped in, if you will. So right now we're just kind of getting the basic functions up, the accounting and the customer management functions right now. So we will be bringing additional features online here probably over the next year or so.
Hodge adds city staff has been receiving some help from the software company. Cassell of Provo, Utah is helping to implement the city software for Moberly. Registration is still open for the upcoming Frosty 5K in Moberly. Parks and Recreation Director Troy Bach.
Registration can be done either online or here in the office ahead of time. There is an early bird discount, so those that register November 30th or before, it's a $20 fee, $25 December 1st onward. But you can register the night of between 5 and 6 p.m. at the Lodge in Rothwell Park if you would like to do so. Again, it's just the additional $5 charge.
Bach details the race.
We typically have somewhere around 100, give or take, depending on the year, but usually around 100 runners. So it's a great event. The run is through the Christmas lights in the park, so it's a unique experience there for those runners. So we hope folks come in, not just from Moberly, but as they tend to do from the surrounding area, 30 to 45 miles away, to take in this event.
The race starts at 6 o'clock on December 9th. Moberly's annual coloring page contest continues this holiday season. Troy Bach explains.
Folks can pick up the coloring contest here in the office at 200 North Clark Street. We will post it under the Facebook event as well for folks to print out, and we send it to area daycares and elementary schools in their take-home folders.
This is the 5th year of the contest. The Kirksville City Council approved multiple grant agreements this week. Communications Director Austin Miller says the first grant is a Traffic Engineering Assistance Program grant.
That's going to allow us to do a kind of a crosswalk evaluation. It's a study to look at vehicle and non-vehicle traffic patterns around our various school facilities. So that's Truman, ATSU, the MACC campus, the Kirksville R3 campus, and then the other private schools, Mary Immaculate and Faith Lutheran, and get an idea of the data of how pedestrian crossings are there currently, what kind of traffic counts there are.
The city will use the data to improve crosswalks around the city's schools. Miller says the other is called a Transportation Alternatives Program, TAP grant. The next step for both projects is to go out for bid. The Kirksville Crosswalk and Traffic Project covered by the TEAP grant is expected to go out for bid the first part of 2023. MoDOT is looking for more drivers for snow removal as we move into the winter months. They are reporting as much as 30% fewer drivers than normal. Northeastern Region Director Jeff Kroner explains how this shortage affects motorists.
What that really means in the area is we're going to focus on our major routes for Randolph County's 24 and 63. We're going to man those 24 hours a day until the storm is over. However, with the shortages, what we're going to end up having to wait to get out to a lot of the secondary routes until we have 2463, the other that we call continuous operation routes, back to near normal condition.
Those wishing to apply for these positions can do so by visiting the Career Opportunities tab at modot.org. Taking a quick look at the scoreboard in high school football, Misha State semifinals, Class 1, Adrian 32-16 over Monroe City, and East Buchanan with a win 41-14. Class 2, Blair Oaks with a win 66-48 over Bowling Green, and Lamar wins in Class 2 49-14. Class 3, Cardinal Ritter with a win 54-35 over Pleasant Hill, and it was Reed Spring 48-27 over Sullivan. In Class 4, St. Mary's 37-23 over Smithville, and St. Dominic 42-14 over West Plains. Class 5, Fort Osage 56-20 over Cape Girardeau, and it was Francis Howe edging past Carthage by a score of 35-13. And in 8-man football, it was Bishop Levant 44-22 over Sweet Springs. Mizzou with a big win today in college hoops, 105-69 over Houston Christian. And in other college basketball, Truman women 79-72 over McKendree, and the men fall to Truman State men fall to McKendree 73-68. Missouri volleyball, Mizzou falls to Mississippi State 3-0 this afternoon. Taking a look at your regional radio forecast, we'll see heavier rainfall throughout the evening north of I-70, but pretty much widespread over the region. Rain will persist throughout the evening tonight. We're sort of watching radar, and it's showing a couple of cells moving into the area, the immediate Moberly, Randolph County area. We'll continue to watch that, but temperatures will remain the same, and however, they're going to be much cooler by the middle part of the work week next week. Tonight, those showers and overnight lows will be in the upper 30s, east winds around 5 miles per hour, and tomorrow mostly cloudy. Highs will be in the mid-40s, overnight lows in the upper 20s. Monday, sunny, highs in the 50s, and Monday night, overnight lows, not as cold, will be in the 40s, and by Tuesday, mostly cloudy, highs in the upper 50s, lows in the mid-20s, and Wednesday's high under mostly sunny skies will be only reaching in the lower 30s. That is a check of your news, weather, and sports here on AM 1230 Quicks. We'll get you back to J.B. Conley from Fitzsimmons John Arena here on Information Radio Quicks. Good evening.
It's time for Moberly Area Community College Greyhounds basketball.
Pass comes into Moore. Get to midcourt. He'll take the three at the buzzer. Bang! We're going to overtime! We're going to overtime!
This broadcast is brought to you by Arts Appliance, Furniture, Electronics, and Flooring, Beecraft Jewelers, John Cochran with Valentine Insurance Agency, MacRack, RG Mongol Real Estate, Napa Auto Parts, and Thomas Motors, all of Moberly, PK Weiss Agency in Moberly, and Sellers Weiss Insurance in Salisbury, Sheraton Valley, keeping you connected, Regional Missouri Bank with branches in Keatsville, Salisbury, Glasgow, Harris, Brookfield, and 2 locations in Marceline and Moberly, The Hunting Corner in Monroe City, CNR Markets with a location near you, Central Bank of Moberly and Huntsville, and Moberly Area Community College in Moberly, Macon, Kirksville, Hannibal, Mexico, Columbia, and online. Now here's the voice of the Greyhounds, J.B. Connolly.
And welcome back for Game 2 of our doubleheader as the Greyhounds get ready to take on Highland of Illinois. The women winning the earlier contest against Arkansas State Mid-South. Looking forward to possibly getting another swoop here tonight. Moberly comes into tonight's game with a record of 8-1. Highland is 4-2. We're going to take a 60-second break. Be back with your starting lineups. You're listening to Greyhounds basketball on Information Radio Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com.
Want a mower that's strong enough to break all the rules? Want everything without sacrificing anything? Want performance for the long haul at an unbeatable value? The perfect balance of power and performance. A bad boy mower. Packed with power, muscle, simplicity, and comfort the pro in you demands. It's that time of year. It's your time. You deserve a bad boy. From the Hunting Corner in Monroe City, this is Callie. Get your bad boy mower today at the Hunting Corner in Monroe City and at thehuntingcorner.com. Then mow with an attitude.
Are you seeking a career with an established company? MacRack in Moberly has over 22 years of experience as an American-owned, American-made manufacturer providing exceptional world-class pallet rack repair and protection solutions. MacRack is growing and to keep up with demand is seeking welders and fabricators. Training is provided. Apply by stopping by MacRack, located at 100 Sparks Avenue in Moberly, and become a team member of a growing American-owned and operated manufacturer in Moberly.
And welcome back to Fitzsimmons. John Arena, J.B. Conley with you. Let's give you the starting lineups. First for the Highland Community College Cougars, who come in with a record of 4-2, winners of 2 in a row. Their starters, a guard, a 6'4" sophomore from Chicago, Illinois, by way of Western Illinois. Number 1, Ramin Hinton. That guard, a 6'5" sophomore from El Paso, Texas. Number 3, Johnny Melvin. At guard, a 6'0" freshman from St. Paul, Minnesota. Number 4, Demetrius Johnson II. And forward, a 6'9" sophomore from Serbia. Number 22, Milos Kovacevic. And forward, a 6'8" freshman from Toronto, Canada. Number 23, Cyrus Huggard-Knoll. The Cougars coached by Rick Norman in his 3rd season. The assistant is Eric Walton. And for Moberly Greyhounds with a record of 8-1. Your starters, same 5 they've been going with all year so far. At guard, 5'9", 190-pound sophomore from Hillside, New Jersey, by way of Frank Phillips College. Number 2, Shaheem Tanksley. At forward, a 6'7", 191-pound sophomore from Charleston, South Carolina. Number 5, Trayvon Spiller. At guard, a 6'1", 175-pound sophomore from Blytheville, Arkansas, by way of Shawnee. Number 10, Tedrick Washington. At guard, a 6'4", 178-pound sophomore from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Number 12, Rayshawn Ambrose. And at forward, a 6'7", 268-pound sophomore from Mount Vernon, Indiana. Number 22, Noah Gordon. Greyhounds coached by Pat Smith in his 14th season. The assistants are James Hayes and Daryl Fletcher. We're going to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we will have your opening tap. It's the Greyhounds and the Cougars coming up next here on AM 1230, KWIX Moberly, 92.5, KWIX FM Cairo, and CentralMoInfo.com.
Game day gridlock is in full swing today. Looks like no one's getting anywhere in time for kickoff.
But wait, somebody's running the field with a nimble pass play like I've never seen. Yeah, just look at that handling speed and power. Whoever he is, he's on the way to the best seat in the house. This vehicle purchase is a bona fide touchdown.
At Thomas Motors, we'll deliver the game-winning car for you and make sure it's customized to fit your needs. Online at thomasmtrs.com.
Okay, well, here's the peanut butter. Now, where's the jelly? Excuse me! Where's the jelly?
Look, it's about 40 paces south. You turn east at Sporting Goods, and then it's about 50 yards ahead on the right. It's on your map.
Has one-stop shopping become less convenient? Stop by your neighborhood C&R Supermarket, where it's easy to find fresh food, low prices, and people who care about your community. C&R Supermarkets, everything you need, right where you want. Online at crsupermarkets.com.
Regional Missouri Bank, your local community bank, continues to strive to make an impact in the communities they serve. They invest in their local communities. They help support and promote local activities. Regional Missouri Bank encourages you to make an impact in your community by shopping local and participating in area activities. Regional Missouri Bank in Marceline, downtown Marceline, Salisbury, Keatsville, Glasgow, Paris, downtown Moberly, Highway 24 Moberly, and in Brookfield. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Pre-wash clothes and other items right in the wash with a convenient built-in water faucet. Gives you easy access to an instant water stream. A Whirlpool top load with the 360 wash agitator keeps clothes moving to provide a thorough clean at a variety of water levels. Upgrade your laundry room with a washer that helps you handle the pre-wash and washing process all in one place. Arts. See the complete line of Whirlpool appliances at Arts Appliance Furniture, Electronics, and Flooring. Check them out on Facebook or artsappliance.com.
Whatever you need, you'll find it at Arts.
Is your class schedule out of whack and you need to get caught up, get ahead, catch up, or get started on your degree this winter with a winter master class at MACC, the college for you. MACC has articulation agreements with many colleges and universities throughout Missouri and beyond, so you can transfer all your credits and get your degree on time. Did we mention you'll save a bunch of money? Meet with an advisor or explore your options now at macc.edu. Moberly Area Community College, the college for you.
Regional Radio encourages you to stop by these fine businesses and thank them for making this broadcast possible. Arts Appliance, Furniture, Electronics, and Flooring. B-Craft Jewelers, John Cochran with Valentine Insurance Agency, MacRack, RG Mongler Real Estate, Napa Auto Parts, Thomas Motors, all of Moberly. PK Weiss Agency in Moberly and Sellers Weiss Insurance in Salisbury. Central Bank of Moberly and Huntsville. Sheridan Valley keeping you connected. The Hunting Corner in Monroe City. C&R Markets with their location near you. Regional Missouri Bank with branches in Keatsville, Salisbury, Glasgow, Paris, Brookfield, and 2 locations in Marceline and Moberly. And Moberly Area Community College in Moberly, Macon, Kirksville, Hannibal, Mexico, Columbia, and online. The final game of the Thanksgiving Classic. Earlier today, the Rock Valley women needed overtime to beat Spoon River 71-61. The State Fair men beat Richard J. Daly 73-48. Greyhounds with an 88-53 win over ASU Mid-South. And finally, Highland and the Moberly Greyhounds coming up in the final game of the Classic. Greyhounds are wearing the Road Reds tonight with the white numerals. I'll be going left to right here. And Highland in their home white uniforms, orange numerals, blue trim. We'll go right to left here in the first half. Tanksley, Stiller, Washington, Ambrose, and Gordon on the floor for the Hounds. So the Cougars will be Hinton, Melvin, Johnson, Savachevich, and Hugger Knoll. Good crowd on hand for this one. A lot of folks in town for the holidays or making a special trip in for tonight's game. I'd say even more here tonight than we had last night. Should be an entertaining night of basketball. Highlands 4-2. They won 2 straight. Moberly's won 7 in a row. Spiller will jump center against Hugger Knoll. And we are ready to go. Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight here on Quicks. And the opening tap is controlled by Moberly, grabbed in the backcourt by Tanksley. They get it across the timeline. Cougars starting out. And the man clearly by Washington rims out no good. Rebound tipped to the near side, grabbed by Ambrose. At the right wing, still dribbling. Working to his left, back to his right. Still outside the arc, now feeds up top of Keith Spiller, left side Tanksley, down to 10 on the shot clock. Curls back to his right, feeds it right side. Ambrose for three, off the rim, no good. Long rebound, it'll be picked up by Hinton for the Cougars. Up the floor, in the lane, pops in the lane, won't drop. His own rebound, the putback, swung it out of there by Spiller. Picked up by Johnson for the Cougars. They'll walk it out near midcourt. Started by Washington, drives the lane left side, now feeds it back in the near corner for Huggard Knoll. Reverse back around the perimeter, Melvin with it. Melvin top of key, nearly knocked in the backcourt. Shot clock at 3. Working left, they get it off in time. It's a 3 falling down. Now they called it 2. And it's 2-0. They put a 3 on the board. They signaled the 2. Left side of the floor. On the dribble. Ambrose. He's inside to Spiller. Turnaround jumper is up and it's in. And Mobley's on the board. I guess they are going over 3 on that previous shot. 3-2 unless we get a correction here. They have not put Mobley's 2 points on the board. Ball in the front court near side 3 from the left corner. Rims out no good for Hinton. Putback won't go either, and we get a foul called. The foul's on Spiller. Will be his first. Team foul number 1.
Foul number 5, Trayvon Spillers.
And the scores table is asking the official to come over. At the free throw line is Kovacevic. The first free throw is good. He's averaging 4 points per game. Second free throw is good. Should be 5-2. And they got 4-2 on the board right now. I guess they've gone back to a 2-pointer on that previous shot, the way it should have been at first. 4-2 right now the score. Ball at the top of the key is Ambrose. Dribbling to his left. Takes it low post. His shot blocked out of bounds by Kovacevic. They have the score correct. It's 4-2 right now in favor of Highland. Tanksley will inbound baseline, far side of the basket. Gets into Ambrose in the left corner. Working baseline, dishes off. Gordon lost the ball, but he's fouled. Now the clock continues to run. The foul on Hinton will be his first. Clock is still running. And the clock continues to tick during the timeout here. It's down to 17:45. The crowd has picked up on it. I've just directed an official. They may be having a problem with the controller. They finally stopped the clock at 17:41. They're trying to decide what to put back on the clock, I think. They go with 17:56. That's pretty close. Mobley will inbound. Baseline, far side of the basket. Tanksley will trigger. Gets into Gordon. Guarded by Huggard Knoll. Backs his way into the lane. Turns back to his left. Lays it up and in. We're tied at 4. 4-4 the score. 17:44 and counting left here in the first. And bounce pass to Melvin. Give it to the near side of the floor. Johnson with it. Saves it to one out of bounds, but he saved it to Washington. Washington steps into a 3 off the heel. No good. Rebound controlled by Huggard Knoll. Long pass into the front court. And working side to Milos Kovacevic, and he's fouled. Will shoot 2. A foul on Gordon will be his first. Team foul number 2. At the line, Milos Kovacevic. First free throw is too strong. So one more attempt coming up. Second free throw. Rattles in. He's got 3 points. 5-4 in favor of Highland. Tanksley into the front court. Top of Keith Spiller. Left side of the floor. Ambrose will hit at the wing. Drives baseline to the rack. Goes underneath it. Reverse layup up and in. Rayshon Ambrose with his first points. Mobley with his first lead. 6-5. 17 minutes remaining in the first half. Front court near side, Hunter Knoll. They'll give it back. Johnson with it. Rolling to his right. Works his way to the basket. Layup up and in by Johnson. And it's 7-6. 16:45 remaining. Front court near side into the corner. Washington curling left at the top of the key. Near the right elbow. Still going left. Finds Ambrose. Left corner for Tanksley. Tanksley curling back to his right. Top of the key. Ambrose triple. Bang! He's got 5. It's 9-7 in favor of the Hounds. 16:25 remaining. Melvin into the front court. He'll leave it off right side. Hinton pulls up from the free throw line. It's good. And we're tied at 7. Tied at 9. 16:13 remaining here in the first half. Tanksley top of the key, curling left. Ball reversed from the near side, stolen by Hinton. Hinton up the floor to the rack, lays it up and in. He's got 4. That's 11-9 for Highland. 4 minutes into the contest. Tanksley getting in the front court near side. Pass comes into the right corner. Washington with a couple defenders out, gives it back to Gordon near the wing. Shot clock at 13. Gordon with 2 defenders, has a knockout with his hands. Hinton takes it away. Up the floor, pass to the near side to the rack. The layup was left short, rebound battled for, and taken away by Mobley. Tanksley cleaning up the miss. Tanksley up the near sideline into the front court. At the right wing, curling left into the lane. Goes to the rack, lays it up and in. Giving Tanksley's first points. We're tied at 11. 15-15 remaining. Long pass front court right side from Melvin. He'll give it back out to Johnson. Back to Melvin. Fed into the right corner. Hunter Knoll for wing. Looking for help. Gives it back out. Johnson top of the key. Now left side of the floor. Hinton. Work inside. Runner lane is up and it's in by Milos Kevich. And it's 13-11 in favor of the Cougars. 14:48 remaining. Tanksley into the front court. Pass comes right side. Washington deep off the right wing. Head fakes a 3. Now takes the 3. Spins out. No good. Rebound controlled by Hinton. Long outlet pass. Front court near side. Melvin. Leaves it back on the near side for Hinton. Step back jumper from the free throw line is short. Rebound Ambrose for the Hounds. Mobley down 2. 14:24 remaining in the first. Ambrose top of the key. Working left. Near the left elbow. Takes the jumper. It's short. Rebound controlled by the Cougars. Johnny Melvin with it. Ball's worked into the front court. Working the right side of the floor. On the dribble now coming to his side. Hunter Knoll. Ball fed inside. Nothing there for hit with a couple defenders. Pass deflected. Now Washington gets the loose ball into the front court. Right side Tanksley. Drives underneath the basket all the way to the far corner. Reset the offense. Continues to curl around the arc to the near side. Washington at the wing. Fed inside. Spiller turnaround jumper is up and it's in. Spiller with 4. And we're tied at 13. Our 5th tie already. 13:38 remaining in the first half. And a timeout is going to be taken by Highland. It's a 30-second timeout. Back in 30 seconds here on Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com.
Finding a home right now is tough, but buying one may be easier than you think. FHA, USDA, and VA loans from Central Bank get you into a house with little or no down payment, which leaves you more money for those unexpected moving costs. Get pre-qualified for an FHA, USDA, or VA home loan at centralbank.net and go from house hunter to home owner. Central Bank, member FDIC, NMLS number 407985, equal housing lender.
And welcome back. J.B. Conley with you. 13:35 remaining here in the first half. We're tied at 13, Mobley and Highland. Thank you for joining us tonight here on Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com. We're tied at 13. Highland with the ball coming out of the timeout. Inbounds pass will come in. Demetrius Johnson with it. Right side of the floor finds Melvin. Back to Johnson. Near side, Marquand Adams taking his first action. Back to the top to right Johnson. Into the high post for Demarius Splunge. In the lane, swatted away by Spiller. Loose ball comes to the near side for Melvin. Back to the right side of the floor once more. Johnson. Miller pass the lane, stolen by Gordon. He'll leave it for Brandon Hall, who's into the game for the first time, replacing Ambrose for the Greyhounds. On the front court, top of the key, wide open for a three, off mark left, and rebound out to the far side of the floor. Washington kicks it out to Tanksley. NBA three, off the heel, no good. Rebound, Hall in traffic. Goes up, shot too strong. Gordon with the rebound in traffic. Goes up off the window, it's good. Noah Gordon with four. Moberly leading 15-13, and then a foul is called. Technical foul has been called on Noah Gordon. So Highland will have a couple of free throws here. Gordon picks up his second. After the basket. And after one to shoot him be Marquand Adams. Freshman from Chicago, 10.5 points per game, 8 of 9 from the stripe this year. First free throw is good. We'll have one more attempt coming up. .47 remaining in the first. Second free throw on its way is also good. And we're tied at 15, our sixth tie of the game. Kovacevic will sit down. The end of the game is Gonzalo Esrachea. 15 all. Highland with the ball coming out following the free throws. Johnny Melvin in the backcourt, guarded by Washington. Pass into the front court near side. Esrachea with it. Long pass to the right side for Adams. Off to his right, near the corner for Melvin. Back up to the top of the key. Now reverse right side, Adams into the corner. Three by Melvin is good. He's got 5 points now, 18-15. 12:23 remaining here in the first half. Driving in Washington, sealed off. Now dishes low block. Spiller can't get the shot to fall. Loose ball. Gordon has it ripped away by Splunge. Into the front court near side. Esrachea with it back to the right side. Adams for three. Left it short. It goes out of bounds. Moberly ball. Chris Grubbs will come into the game for the Greyhounds. He's going to replace Noah Gordon, sitting with two. Also, Maury Womack into the contest, replacing Washington. Greyhounds trailing 18-15. 11:59 remaining in the first. We've already had 6 ties and 6 lead changes in this one. Tanksley feeds it into the right corner. Womack gives it back out to Tanksley, top of the key right. Steps into a three off the heel short. Off the front iron short. And the rebound controlled by the Cougars. Melvin, front court near side. Esrachea back to the right side for Melvin. Long pass to the near side. Finds Splunge. Guarded by Hall. Drives the lane. Switches to the right hand. Puts it up and in. Mary Splunge. Softball from Chicago. His first point since 20-15 in favor of Highland. Grubbs front court, left side, Hall, deep off the left wing. Puts it on the floor, working right, working left near the elbow, back to the top of the key. Womack with it. Bounce pass right side. Tanksley drives in, jumper too strong, rebound out of bounds, last touch by Spiller. 11:05 remaining in the first half. Greyhounds trailing 20-15. Marquand Adams will bring it into the front court. Crossing the timeline, picked up by Womack on the near sideline. Dribbles to his left, feeds in the left corner. Now brought back out. Esrachea with it, gives it back to midcourt for Melvin. Melvin dribbling, 9 on the shot clock. Across the top of the key, takes the jumper over Tanksley. Too strong, rebound tipped around, will be grabbed by the Cougars. They'll get a reset, and Spiller another block on the attempt by Hunter Noel. Rebound Moberly, then goes out of bounds. It was last touch by Marquand Adams. It will stay with Moberly. 10:31 remaining in the half. Greyhounds down 20-15. Cedric Washington back in, replacing Jaheim Tanksley. Adams will inbound into the backcourt for Washington. Across the timeline. Bounce pass left side of the floor. In the high post, Spiller back out Washington top of the key, curling left around the arc. Now back to his right around the screen by Spiller. Spiller throws it right corner for Womack. Womack back to his left in the lane, lost L. Back out Washington, takes the three off the rim, no good. Rebound batted around, and foul's going to be called on the Cougars, I believe. Hall was going for the rebound. And the foul was on Demarius Splunge. That'll be his first. Team foul number 2. Remain Hinton back into the game, replacing Johnny Melvin. Wild pass goes into Spiller left side. Gives it out to Womack left corner. Pulls up for a long 2 on the baseline. No good. Rebound controlled by the Cougars. Marquand Adams into the front court right side for Gonzalo Bastrachea. Drives the lane, kicks to the near side, gets through to Splunge. Splunge near the left elbow in traffic, and he's fouled on the shot attempt. That's going to go on Washington. That'll be his first, team foul number 4. 9:47 remaining in the first half. Greyhounds trailing 20-15. 2 free throws coming up. Half the line Splunge. 4 of 6 from the line this year. First free throw is good. That's a 6-point lead for Highland. Amber's back into the game, replacing Spiller. Bastrachea sitting down for Highland. Rashawn McMillan into the game for the first time, freshman from Olympia Fields, Illinois. Second free throw is good. Splunge with 4, the lead is 7. Womack into the front court, left side. Ambrose off to his left for Hall. Hall dribbling towards the baseline, was bumped to the floor, kept the dribble, and he was knocked down by Hinton, who picks up his second personal. Back into the game, Demetrius Johnson the second, and Milos Kovacevic. Womack will trigger baseline, far side of the basket. Long pass comes out to Ambrose near midcourt. Right side of the floor, Washington wing. Top of the key, Ambrose. Left side, Hall. Back to the top of the key with a dribble for Hall. Now drives left side to the rack, ripped out of his hands, and a tie-up will be called. It's going to go to Highland on the possession arrow. Tanksley will come back in for Womack. 9:26 remaining in the first half. Greyhounds trailing 22-15. Inbounds pass will come in to Johnson. He'll give it back to the near side for Adams. Front court near side McMillan. And Tanksley with a steal. Actually couldn't hang on to it, and Johnson gets it back. And into the front court. Mobley with a 10 count call. It deflected out of bounds off of Mobley. It's going to stay with the Cougars. Greyhounds argued that Tanksley never had possession of the ball and it should have been a 10 count. McMillan will inbound from in front of the Mobley bench. And he needs a timeout. He can't find anyone getting open. So we'll get a timeout. 9:12 remaining in the first half. Greyhounds trail 22-15 back in 30 seconds here on Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com.
Do you have a family heirloom piece of jewelry you'd love to pass along for Christmas, but it's missing a stone, or the clasp doesn't work, or maybe it won't keep the right time? Call Chris at P-Craft Jewelers in downtown Moberly. Better yet, visit 507 West Reed Street. For over 60 years, customers have known and trusted P-Craft Jewelers for the repair of their most precious pieces. You can too. Quick turnaround on repairs, and in some cases, it can be done the same day. P-Craft Jewelers stands behind every repair. Call or visit today.
And welcome back. J.B. Conley with you. 9:12 remaining in the first half. Greyhounds trailing by a score of 22-15. Highland with the ball. Comes in near midcourt for Marquand Adams. Goes to his left. Gets a low block, is him up, gives it back to the right side of the floor for Splunge. Dribbles to the elbow, takes the jumper off the heel, no good. And Hall will tip the rebound to himself. Into the front court, Hall trying to go coast to coast in traffic and draws the foul. He'll shoot two. Couple of Cougars there. The foul is going to be called on Johnson. That'll be his first team foul, number 4. Brandon Hall, a 45% free throw shooter on the year, 7.7 points per game. The sophomore from Chicago by way of East Tennessee State. First free throw on its way is good. His first point of the night. That stamps a 9-0 run by Highland. We'll have one more attempt. Second one off the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Kovacevic. 22-16. McMiller into the front court near side. Into a double team. They're going to call a foul. That looked like a pretty clean steal. The foul on Hall will be his first, team foul number 5. Coach Smith wants an explanation. That was a clean steal. That's team foul number 5 on the Hounds. And Johnson will inbound from the near sideline. He needs somebody to get up in, and Ambrose with the steal. Ambrose to the rack, and he lays it up. He's fouled. Missed the shot, but we'll have 2 free throws coming up. The foul on Adams will be his first, team foul number 5. Rayshawn Ambrose with 5 points already. 69% free throw shooter on the season. The first attempt on its way is good. Subs coming in for the Cougars. They'll get Johnny Melvin, Gonzalo Pastorachea back into the game. One more attempt coming up for Rayshawn Ambrose, who's got a game-high 6 points right now. Trying to cut to a 4-point contest. Second free throw is good. 22-18, 8:36 and counting now left in the first half. Johnson to the front court and a steal by Hall. Hall one-on-one with Johnson to the rack. Lays it up and in. Hall with 3 points. It's a 2-point game. 8:22 remaining in the first half. It's 22-20. Johnson to the backcourt. Back to the right side for Adams. Long pass into the front court. And Grubbs going for the steal. Trips over a chair. Going into the Hounds bench. Appears to be okay. It'll be Cougars ball on the near sideline. Inbounds pass will come from Pastorachea. Looking for someone to get open. And it's stolen midcourt by Washington. He's got 2-on-1. He'll feed Tanksley. Tanksley lays it up and in. We're tied at 22. Timeout Cougars with 8:04 remaining in the first half. We're tied at 22 all. The Greyhounds on a 7-0 run. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on Information Radio Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com.
Greatness. It's not born of coincidence. It's not a product of luck. It's forged through dedication, drills, and the acquisition of new skills. Wanting won't get you there, but sweat equity just might.
Sheraton Valley, your local communications provider, proudly supports all area schools. Visit cvalley.net to see how you can go further, go faster, go fiber.
Napa know-how.
Get ready for winter and save with these November specials at your locally owned Moberly Napa. Napa 10-inch LED light screws into light socket, 8,000 lumens, $27.99. Many Milwaukee and Craftsman items on sale. Premium starting fluid, 11-ounce, $5.59. Power Service diesel fuel supplement, 32-ounce, $8.99. Napa 15W40 heavy-duty diesel motor oil, $14.99 a gallon. Stop by your locally owned Napa Auto Parts in Moberly. They have the know-how.
Greyhounds on a 7-0 run have tied it up at 22 all. 8:04 remaining here in the first half. Cougars with the ball coming out of the timeout. Johnson will get it into Marquand Adams. Probably showing some pressure right now. Adams will get it up to Bastrachea. That midcourt ball's kicked by Hall. And Adams is trying to get rid of it. 7:55 remaining in the first half. We're tied at 22. Bastrachea will inbound from the near sideline. Gets into Adams at the left wing. Dribbles towards the baseline. Jumper will not go. Rebound controlled by Grubbs. Outlet pass. Tanksley at the near sideline against Bastrachea. Dribbles to the low post. Now brings it back out. Bounce pass comes back out to Washington. Washington with it. Long pass left side. Hall with it. Hands it off. Ambrose with it. Deep off the left wing. Back to the near side. Tanksley. Shot clock at 14. Washington now on the baseline. And it'll be an offensive foul. He's moving his feet. Marquand Adams still hasn't been set, but they're called offensive foul on Cedric Washington. That'll be his second. Official flat out blew that call. Spiller will come in, replacing Grubbs. Also, Womack will check into the game. He's going to replace Washington. 7:30 remaining in the first half. We're tied at 22. Johnson will inbound Adams. Tied by Womack in the backcourt. Give it back to Johnson right side. Back to Adams. Long pass into the front court. Finds Melvin. Back to Johnson. Deep off the right wing. 7:15 and counting left in the first half. Johnson dribbling at midcourt. Working to his left. Guarded by Womack. Back to his right top of the key. Melvin. Long pass left corner. Bastrachea drives in. Pops from 8. Too strong. Rebound Mobley. Grabbed by Hall. Up the far sideline into the front court. Under 7 minutes play the half. 3 by Ambrose. Bang! Second 3 of the game. He's got 10 points. The Hounds have the lead again. 25-22, 6:49 remaining. Ball knocked loose at midcourt. Cougars get it back into the front court now. Melvin with it on the right side. That was the 7th lead change of this contest already. Adams near midcourt. Working to his right, back to his left, drives in, seal off the low post, gives it back top of the key. Johnson to the free throw line, jumper over Tanksley off target right, rebound controlled by Spiller for the Hounds. He'll leave it off Hall into the front court near side. Gives it back. Tanksley drives the lane, scoop shot up and in. Rayshawn Tanksley, Shaheem Tanksley, excuse me, with 6. 27-22, the Hounds with a 5-point lead. 6:05 remaining. Pass comes to the near side. Johnson with it. Holds the ball. Working to his right. Gives it back to the right side of the floor. Ball held there by Adams. Down to 7. Feeds it low post. Double team there, and a travel will be called on Milos Kovacevic. And it'll be Mobley ball. Splunge back into the game. To replace him, also into the contest, is Cyrus Hubbard-Knoll. Greyhounds on a 12-0 run with 5:44 remaining in the first half. Ambrose will inbound. Tanksley will bring up the floor. Into the front court, top of the key, right side, still dribbling right. Tanksley back up Hall, left side of the floor. Rayshawn will feed it to the baseline. Spiller, turn around, jumper off the window's good. It's a 14-0 run by the Hounds. And it's 29-22 in favor of Mobley, 5:23 remaining first half. Front court near side. And ball knocked out of bounds off of Spiller. He tried to get it off the Cougars, could not. It will stay with Highland. Melvin will inbound from the near sideline. Guarded by Hall. Gets in near midcourt for Johnson. Shot clock at 25:15 left in the first half. Ball to the right side. Splunge with it. Feeds off to his right. Held there by Hinton. Now back up near the top of the key, Melvin. Shot clock at 7. Melvin back to hitting top of the key. Takes a 3 over Hall. It's an air ball short. Rebound Spiller. Outlet pass to Ambrose into the front court. Near side Hall. Into the lane. Jump stop. Fires. It won't go, but he'll have 2 free throws coming up. It hung on the lip for a moment. Wouldn't drop. Hunter Knoll picks up his first team foul. Number 6. And at the line, Brandon Hall, 1 of 2 from the line, has 3 points tonight. 29-22, Greyhounds, 4:51 remaining in the half. Brandon Hall averaging 7.7 points per game. First free throw is good. Greyhounds by 8. One more attempt coming up. Second free throw is good. It's a 16-point run for the Greyhounds. 31-22 with 4:51 remaining. Right side of the floor, Johnson with it. Back to the near side, Melvin. Long pass into the front court, right side for Hinton. Gives it back out, Johnson. Now top of the key for Splunge. Near side for Melvin at the wing. Shot clock at 15. Melvin working against Hall. Drives in to the rack. Blocked from behind by Spiller. Loose ball picked up by the Cougars. And it goes out of bounds. They're going to say off Spiller. Looked like it was taken out of bounds by Hinton as he fell to the floor. 4:28 remaining in the half. Shot clock at 7. Milos Kovacevic back into the game, replacing Cyrus Huggard-Knoll. Johnson will inbound. Baseline, far side of the basket. Looking for somebody to get open. He's into the corner. Melvin with it. Backs his way into the lane. Down to 3 on the shot clock. That shot left short. A foul's going to be called on Spiller. He got him on the arm. Spiller didn't like the call. He picks up his second. Team foul number 7 on Moberly. There'll be 2 free throws coming up for Ramin Hinton. Grubbs getting ready to check in. The official talking to Hinton right now. 4:22 remaining in the half. It's 31-22. Hinton, team best 14 points per contest. Just a 25% free throw shooter. He misses the first. Grubbs comes in for Spiller. One more attempt coming up for the sophomore from Chicago, Illinois, by way of Western Illinois University. Second free throw is good. He has 5 points. That snaps a 16-0 run for Moberly. 31-23. Greyhounds right now have Womack, Grubbs, Hall, Tanksley, and Ambrose on the floor. Tanksley, front court right side. Curley to his left. Pass goes left side. Ambrose comes back around the screen to the free throw line. Shoots into Grubbs, the low post right side. Backs his way in the lane. Goes up off the glass. Too strong. Rebound tip around. Grabbed by the Cougars. 4:05 left in the half. Front court right side. It's Melvin. Gives it back to the near side. Johnson into the left corner. That's Richea with it. Gives it back out. Splunge off to the right. There's Melvin. Shot clock at 15. Comes back between the circles. Back to his right for Splunge. Drives the lane. Pass deflected. Loose ball picked up by Hall for Moberly. 31-23. 3:43 left. Hall into lane. To the rack. Off the glass. Left it short. Rebound controlled by Kovacevic. 3:30 remaining until halftime. Moberly up by 8. Near side, Richea feeds into the low post for Melvin. Gives it back out, top of the key. Kovacevic to the right side of the floor. Richea lobs it inside. Kovacevic to the rack, off the glass, left it short. Rebound tipped out to Tanksley. 3:13 left in the half. Tanksley left side. Curling to his right, now out beyond the arc. Womack, top of the key right, gives it back left side, Tanksley. Tanksley to the baseline, is sealed off. Now has a seam to the rack, dishes to the near corner. Ambrose with it. Top of the key, Hall. Down to 13 on the shot clock. Hall left elbow. Gives it back out. Ambrose top of the key. Pulls up left elbow. It's off the heel, no good. And the rebound controlled by the Cougars. And then Richea had been bumped in the mouth as Hall tried to tie him up. Play continues. 2:38 remaining. Johnson into the front court, near side. Going back to his right, back to his left. In traffic, ball dished in lane. The shot is up and it's in for Kovacevic. He's got 7. 31-25, 2:20 left in the half. Tanksley, front court left side. Womack to his left for Hall at the wing. Back around the screen set by Ambrose. Back to the near side of the floor. Back to his left once more. Womack right corner. Drives baseline. Kicks to the far corner. Ambrose for 3. Bang! That's his third 3 of the game. He's got 13 points. The Hounds lead by 9 again with 1:54 remaining in the half. Johnson into the front court right side. Looking for help. Drives into the rack, off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped around, grabbed by Ambrose. 34-25 Greyhounds, 1:35 remaining. Ambrose into the front court, right side. Curling to his left. Pulls up for a 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Grubbs, put back good. Chris Grubbs' first points, the Hounds by 11. 1:20 remaining until halftime. Nicholas Johnson will get it into the front court. Right side of the floor, bounce pass, goes over to Melvin, gives it back to Johnson on the far sideline. Shot clock at 13. Pass comes out to Melvin near midcourt. He'll drive in the lane, dish underneath. A swat from behind. Ambrose rejects it. Grubb saves it on the baseline, rejecting Kovacevic. 53 seconds left in the half. Front court, Tanksley holding it at the jump circle, now dribbling. Top of the key, working right, back to his left. Feeds it right side. Womack head fakes a 3, and he's called for a travel. Marquand Adams back into the game for the Cougars. Also back in Cyrus Huggard-Knoll. 36-25 Moberly. 39.8 seconds remaining until halftime. Inbounds pass will come into Adams. Side by Womack in the backcourt. Long pass right side, Melvin. Into the front court, near sideline, and into the Hounds bench. Moberly ball. Melvin looks over at Adams in disgust for not hustling down the sideline to get to the ball. Adams taking his time to get into the front court, and there was no one there other than Coach Smith to catch it. 30 seconds remaining in the half as Tanksley gets it into the front court. Shaheem Tanksley dribbling left, dribbling right. Correcting traffic. About 2 seconds difference between the two clocks. Tanksley asking for some motion, not getting it yet, now does. Tanksley down with 9 on the near sideline, top of the key. Left side, 3 on the way by Ambrose. Off the rim short. Rebound Womack, the putback off the window, no good. Another tip in, no good. Loose ball again. Grubbs with it, and he's fouled going up at the buzzer. Grubbs will have a couple of free throws here before the end of the half. And the foul on Splunge will be his second. Moberly crashing the boards there, getting another opportunity. The officials discussing if the foul came before the horn, and I believe it did. They're putting .3, I believe, back on the clock is what they're saying. If they can. Right now it's showing 30 seconds. They're trying to get it to 0.3 of a second. Now they got 3 seconds on the clock. And they're trying to convince them 0.3. The clock is showing 3 seconds right now. They're trying to get it to 0.3. I think they can determine 0.3 whether or not the clock shows it right or not. First free throw by Grubbs is no good. So they basically have to launch as soon as they get a rebound. One more attempt coming up by Grubbs. Second free throw rolls off, no good. And that's half. At the half, it's Moberly 36, Highland 25. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back with the halftime show. You're listening to Moberly Greyhounds basketball on Information Radio Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com.
Are you looking to sell your home, farm, or commercial property? Or looking to find your dream home and settle down? The well-known established real estate company of R.G. Mongler Real Estate in Moberly is your team you need working for you to help you find that perfect piece of property. For over 40 years, R.G. Mongler Real Estate has been your premier real estate agent for Mid-Missouri. No one knows this area better than the R.G. Mongler team. Look them up today at rgmongler.com or stop by their office at North William Street in Moberly.
As independent agents, the folks at PK Wise Agency in Moberly and Sellers Wise Insurance in Salisbury offer auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Their experienced agents work on your behalf to find the right coverage at the best possible rate for you. When you have a claim, you have the backing of reliable, experienced agents. That's why area residents rely on PK Wise and Sellers Wise for all their insurance needs. Celebrating well over 100 years in business, your independent insurance agents at PK Wise and Sellers Wise put you first.
At Valentine Insurance Agency,
we're proud to be Americans in this land of liberty, where we're free to serve our customers with pride and integrity. We deliver value and quality, so come see us today, because we're proud to be Americans here in the USA.
Since 1964, call Valentine Insurance Agency at 263-1111.
Gear up for winter chores with the Red Max Backpack Blowers Instant Rebate now through December 10th at the Hunting Corner in Monroe City. Save $30 with an instant rebate on Red Max EBZ 7500 or the EBZ 7500 right-hand backpack blowers. Make easy work with leaves using a Red Max blower and you'll save $30 now at the Hunting Corner in Monroe City. Gear up for winter chores with a Red Max in-store or online at the Hunting Corner in Monroe City or at thehuntingcorner.com.
And welcome back to the halftime show, brought to you by Arts. For quality and service after the sale, shop Arts Appliance, Furniture, Electronics, and Flooring in Moberly. Check them out on Facebook or at artsappliance.com. At the half, Moberly Greyhounds leading 36-25. They finished the half on a 21-3 run after being down 7. Leading by 11 here at the break. Greyhounds led by Rayshawn Ambrose with 13 points. Jaheim Tanksley, Trayvon Spilley had 6 each. Brandon Hall had 5. Bill Gordon had 4. And Chris Grubbs had 2 points in the first half. Highland led by Milos Kovacevic with 7 points, 5 each for Ramin Hinton and Johnny Melvin. 4 for Demarius Splunge, 2 for Marquand Adams and Demetrius Johnson II. We had 6 ties, 7 lead changes in the first half. I take that back. We had 7 ties in the first half. It was 22 at one point. 7 ties, 7 lead changes in the half. Only 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Highland was 8 of 10 from the stripe in the first half. Regional Radio encourages you to stop by these fine businesses and thank them for making this broadcast possible. Arts, Appliance, Furniture, Electronics, and Flooring, P-Craft Jewelers. John Cochran with Valentine Insurance Agency, MacRack, R.G. Mongler Real Estate, Napa Auto Parts, Thomas Motors, all of Moberly. PK Weiss Agency in Moberly and Sellers Weiss Insurance in Salisbury, Central Bank of Moberly and Huntsville. Sheridan Valley keeping you connected. The Hunting Corner in Monroe City, C&R Markets with a location near you. Regional Missouri Bank with branches in Keysville, Salisbury, Glasgow, Paris, Brookfield, and 2 locations in Marceline and Moberly. And Moberly Area Community College in Moberly, Macon, Kirksville, Hannibal, Mexico, Columbia, and online. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back with more of the halftime show. Greyhounds lead 36-25, back in 2 minutes here on AM 1230, KWIX Moberly, 92.5, KWIX FM Cairo, and CentralMoInfo.com.
Make cleanup easy with the new Whirlpool dishwasher. You won't have leftover dishes to hand wash with the flexibility to fit tall items in the adjustable upper rack and room for 14 place settings. Plus, you can skip scrubbing and pre-rinsing when you use the boost cycle. Shop Arts to see how Whirlpool dishwashers can help you manage your family's mealtime messes. See the complete line of Whirlpool appliances at Arts Appliance Furniture, Electronics, and Flooring. Check them out on Facebook or at artsappliance.com.
Whatever you need, you'll find it at Arts.
Game day gridlock is in full swing today. Looks like no one's getting anywhere in time for kickoff.
But wait! Somebody's running the field with a nimble pass play like I've never seen. Yeah, just look at that handling speed and power. Whoever he is, he's on the way to the best seat in the house. This vehicle purchase is a bona fide touchdown!
At Thomas Motors, we'll deliver the game-winning car for you and make sure it's customized to fit your needs. Online at thomasmtrs.com.
Mac Rack in Moberly has over 22 years of experience as an American-owned, American-made manufacturer providing exceptional world-class pallet rack repair and protection solutions. Due to continued growth, Mac Rack is expanding, therefore Mac Rack is seeking welders and fabricators for both first and second shifts. If you are seeking a career with an established company, apply by stopping by Mac Rack located at 100 Sparks Avenue in Moberly. Become part of a growing American-owned and operated manufacturer with Mac Rack in Moberly.
Regional Missouri Bank has been building and financing dreams since 1908. From home loans and agriculture loans to commercial loans and everything in between, the dedicated and experienced lending team is there to guide you through the loan process. Regional Missouri Bank lenders have expertise in a variety of loan products and can help you find a competitive rate and term for your specific needs. They know every lending situation is different, and that's why all lending decisions and processing is handled right at home by people just like you. Regional Missouri Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, offer of credit subject to approval.
And welcome back to the halftime show, brought to you by Arts. At the half, Greyhounds leading this one by a score of 36-25. As Moberly is trying to win their 8th game in a row. Highland trying to win their 3rd straight. Moberly finished the half on a 21-3 run. Earlier scores, Rock Valley women needed overtime to beat Spoon River 71-61. State Fair men beat Richard J. Daly 73-48. Lady Hounds with an 88-53 win over Arkansas State Mid-South. Talia Minor had 21, Aaliyah Smith had 18 for the Lady Hounds in that one. KK Adams and Faye Tomway had 8 points each. Also, Gary Lee had 11 points in that contest. Lady Hounds finished November undefeated, and they've got 3 games in 3 days at Jeffco next weekend. Friday against Jefferson, Saturday against Three Rivers, and Sunday against Mineral Area. The men will be in action next Sunday as well. They'll take on John A. Logan in the Silver Shootout. We'll have that one for you on Clicks pregame. Scheduled for 4:50, tip at 5. And if you're headed to that, they've changed the location this year. It will not be at Forest Park. Instead, it'll be at the St. Louis Community College campus at Merrimack, which is in Kirkwood. Down there, not far from 44 and Big Bend in that area. Southwest side of St. Louis. So make sure you make a note of that if you're headed to the shootout next weekend or the weekend after that for the women. They are playing their home games at Merrimack this year, not Forest Park. So make a note of that. Greyhounds lead this one by a score of 36-25. Take a look at some of the other action going on around the region today. Don't have scores on any of these yet. Mineral Area play on Fort Scott Community College. West Plains hosting Howard tonight. Three Rivers is taking on Northeastern Oklahoma A&M. Tomorrow, the North Central Missouri men will host Johnson County. Monday, Metropolitan is at Haskell Indian Nations, and West Plains will host National Park. Tuesday, State Fair is at St. Louis Community College. Wednesday, North Central is at Allen County Community College, and Moab JV is at St. Louis Community College. On the women's side, a couple scores have gone final that we're aware of. Wabash Valley smoked Jeffco today, 114-40. State Fair winning overtime over Allen County, 57-54. Of course, Lady Hounds with their 88-53 win over Arkansas State Mid-South. Tomorrow, Crowder is at Connors. Actually, that's Monday, excuse me. Tuesday, Three Rivers will host Vincennes on Tuesday. North Central Missouri at Allen County, and Metropolitan will host County. Wednesday, Danville's women at St. Louis Community College. So that's what's going on in the region. And the crossover will be next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday scheduled Crowder and Three Rivers, then Mineral Area State Fair, then Lady Hounds take on Jeffco. Tip times 3, 5, and 7 in Hillsboro. Saturday, it's Mineral Area against Crowder. Then the Lady Hounds take on Three Rivers at 3 o'clock. State Fair takes on Jeffco in the nightcap. Sunday, it's Crowder and State Fair. Then Mineral Area and Moberly at 3 o'clock, followed by Three Rivers and Jeffco. Tomorrow on 99.9 The Captain, the Kansas City Chiefs will host the LA Rams. We'll have a pregame at 2 o'clock, kickoff around 3:20. Monday night, we'll have a Kingdom Show on the Captain. Truman Women and Men will host Indianapolis. We'll have that on Crest coverage starting at 5 o'clock with Brad and Hank. Our Glasgow tournament coverage will start on the Captain Monday night. We'll have 2 of the 4 games, Fayette versus La Plata Girls and New Franklin versus Glasgow Boys. Coverage starting around 7:20 on 99.9 The Captain. Tuesday, we'll have 4 games from the Glasgow tournament on Crest. New Franklin versus West Grand Girls, Cairo Marceline Boys, Marceline Glasgow Girls, Slater versus Fayette Boys. That'll be on Crest coverage starting at 4:20. On Thursday, the Truman Women and Men will be at Lewis. Brad and Hank will have the call. Coverage starting at 5:15 on Crest. That's going to do it for the halftime show, brought to you by Arts. For quality and service after the sale, shop Arts Appliance, Furniture, Electronics, and Flooring and Mobility. Check them out on Facebook or at artsappliance.com. We'll take a 2-minute break. Be back with the second half. Greyhounds lead 36-25. You're listening to Moberly Greyhounds basketball on Information Radio Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com.
Okay, well, here's the peanut butter. Now, where's the jelly? Excuse me! Where's the jelly?
Look, it's about 40 paces south. You turn east at Sporting Goods, and then it's about 50 yards ahead on the right. It's on your map.
Has one-stop shopping become less convenient? Stop by your neighborhood C&R Supermarket, where it's easy to find fresh food, low prices, and people who care about your community. C&R Supermarkets, everything you need, right where you want. Online at crsupermarkets.com.
Is your class schedule out of whack and you need to get caught up, get ahead, catch up, or get started on your degree this winter with a winter master class at MACC, the college for you. MACC has articulation agreements with many colleges and universities throughout Missouri and beyond, so you can transfer all your credits and get your degree on time. Did we mention you'll save a bunch of money? Meet with an advisor or explore your options now at macc.edu. Moberly Area Community College, the college for you.
Pre-wash clothes and other items right in the washer with a convenient built-in water faucet. Gives you easy access to an instant water stream. A Whirlpool top load with the 360 wash agitator keeps clothes moving to provide a thorough clean and a variety of water levels. Upgrade your laundry room with a washer that helps you handle the pre-wash and washing process all in one place. Arts. See the complete line of Whirlpool appliances at Arts Appliance Furniture, Electronics, and Flooring. Check them out on Facebook or artsappliance.com.
Whatever you need, you'll find it at Arts.
Finding a home right now is tough, but buying one may be easier than you think. FHA, USDA, and VA loans from Central Bank get you into a house with little or no down payment, which leaves you more money for those unexpected moving costs. Get pre-qualified for an FHA, USDA, or VA home loan at centralbank.net and go from house hunter to home owner. Central Bank, member FDIC, NMLS number 407985, equal housing lender.
And welcome back to Fitzsimmons, John Arena, as we get ready for the start of the second half here on Information Radio Quicks. Greyhounds leading 36-25. Led by Rayshon Ambrose with 13 points in the first half. Milos Kovacevic leading the Cougars with 7 in the first half. Probably trailed by as many as 7, down 22-15 before finishing the half on a 21-3 run, including a 16-0 run to go up 9 and eventually up 11 here at the break. Greyhounds in the red uniforms, white numerals and trim will be going right to left here in the second half. Cougars in their white uniforms with the orange numerals, blue trim. Will be going left to right. Greyhounds have their starting 5 back out on the floor. Tanksley, Spiller, Washington, Ambrose, and Gordon. And the Cougars, Kovacevic, Melvin, Hinton, Johnson, and Hunter Knoll. They're starting 5 back out there as well. Greyhounds ball to start the half. And we are ready to go. Inbounds pass will come into Tanksley. Dribbles to the near side of the floor. Now back to his right around the perimeter. Feeds it right side Washington. Back out to Tanksley between the circles. Left side Ambrose. Drives the baseline to the rack. Goes underneath. Lays up. Shot too strong. Rebound controlled by Hinton. They get to the front court near side of the floor. Started by Tanksley. Up to the top of the key for Johnson. Inside by Washington. Going to his left. Now Gordon out on him. Calls a double team near midcourt. Pass goes back left side Melvin. Tips it into the near corner. 3 on the way is good. Jermaine Hinton with 8 points now. 36-28. 19-20 remaining. Spiller front court near side. Ambrose at the wing. Back to his right. Tanksley drives across the lane. Back to the near side. Ambrose with it. Works to the baseline. Goes underneath the basket. Pass goes out to Washington. Right side 3 from the wing. Bang! Those first points of the night. 39-28. 19 minutes remaining. Johnson on the far side. Back to the near side for Melvin. Long pass into the front court, left corner for Hinton. He'll take a 3 over Gordon. Rims out, no good. Rebound tipped around, put back up and in by Cyrus Huggard-Knoll. His first 2 points of the night, 39-30. 18:40 remaining. Near side Ambrose. Bounce pass to the baseline for Gordon. Gordon dribbles back up towards the elbow. In the lane, turns back to his left. Layup left short. Rebound tipped out to the near side, picked up by Johnson. Johnson into the front court. Works it into Hinton in traffic. His shot blocked by Spiller. Loose ball corralled by Gordon. Protects the ball. Gets the pass off to Washington. Into the front court near the right elbow. Takes it back outside the arc. Ambrose near the top of the key. Long pass near side. Tanksley's open. Thinks about a 3. Now puts it on the floor. Going to his right. He'll find Ambrose. Bounce pass into Spiller. Turnaround jumper from 10 feet. Too strong. Rebound controlled by Hinton. Shots not falling right now. They're nearly going. Of the second half. Ball fed in the right corner. Huggard-Knoll gives it back out. 3 by Melvin. Off the rim. No good. Rebound Gordon. Greyhounds by 9. Just over 2 minutes into the second half. Tanksley into the front court. Curling to his left. Back to his right. In the lane. Jump stop from 6. Scoop shot left. Short. Rebound controlled by Huggard-Knoll. They get it into the front court left side. Johnson feeds the rack. Hinton's pass deflected out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Cougars. 17:29 remaining. 15th ranked Greyhounds trying to get to 9-1 on the year. It'll be a third of the way through the regular season when this game's over. And we just started 3 weeks ago. Inbounds pass comes in. Underneath the basket, reverse layup left short. Tip in won't go either for Kovacevic. And rebound controlled by Mobley. Kind of clean for this by Johnson. Into the front court. 3 on the way by Washington. 2 strong. Rebound Spiller at the free throw line. Gives it back to Washington. Drives right side to the baseline underneath the basket. Scoop shot. He's fouled. Going for the reverse layup. Through the contact. Huggard-Knoll picks up his second. Team foul number 1. 39-30 with 17:10 remaining. At the line, Tedrick Washington. First free throw is too strong. Couple substitutions for the Cougars. Marquand Adams and Darius Splunge back into the game. Replacing Johnson and Kovacevic. Washington with 3 points. Averaging almost 12 a game. Second free throw gets the roll for him. Now 1 of 2 from the free throw line tonight. It's 40-30 Greyhounds. Long pass up the floor. Spiller tips it away to Gordon as they're trying to feed Hinton. Ambrose will get into the front court far sideline. Finds Gordon top of the key. Wasn't quite ready for it. Does haul it in. Now he'll hand it off. Washington curling to the free throw line. Pulls up from a jumper there. Won't get the roll, and they'll call Gordon over the back. That'll be his third. He does not like the call. That's his third personal. Team foul number 1 on the Greyhounds. And Brandon Hall's going to come off the bench. 40-30, 16:49 remaining. Inbounds pass comes into Marquand Adams. Going in the backcourt, long pass left side. Melvin back to the near side for Adams. Crosses the timeline with a pass into the front court, right quarter for Splunge. Tied by Ambrose, gives it back out. Adams at the jump circle. Shot clock at 15. Dribbles to his left around the screen, in traffic, to the rack, lays it up and in. Adams with 4. 40-32, 16:24 remaining. Dean Tanksley to the front court, right side of the floor. Crosses to the top of the key, feeds it back to his right. Washington back, Tanksley near side Ambrose, hands off to Hall. Back around the arc, Tanksley deep between the circles. Drives the lane right side, seam to the rack, he's fouled, will shoot 2. Mobley finding a seam to the basket. Drawing the contact there multiple times tonight. Tanksley will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Foul on Marquand Adams, his second, team foul number 2. Tanksley with 6 points, averaging team best 15.2 per game. 81% free throw shooter on the year. 30 of 37 coming in. First one's good. That leads the team in both made free throws and attempts. Tyler Johnson coming in for the first time for Highland. 6'5" freshman from Romeoville, Illinois. One more attempt for Jaheim Tanksley. That one's good. He's got 8 to lead back to 10 with 16:06 left in the contest. Far sideline Hinton. Long pass back to the near sideline for Adams. Far sideline again for Hinton. Back to Adams at midcourt. Dribbles to the far sideline. Now comes back to the top of the key. Feeds it to his left. Tyler Johnson. Leaves off for Hinton. Hinton goes to the floor. Kept the dribble. Got the shot off. No good. Rebound Mobley. Grabbed by Washington. Outlet pass. Ambrose into the front court. Dribbles to the right side beyond the arc. Still dribbling, crosses to his left in the lane, in traffic, and he's called for a travel. Too many steps trying to get through traffic there. And it'll be Cougars ball with 15:31 remaining. Greyhounds lead 42-32. Melvin, long pass back to the left side for Adams, and he threw it away. Threw it where Adams couldn't catch it, ended up coming down out of bounds. Greyhounds with the ball in a 10-point lead, 15:24 remaining. Brandon Hall will inbound from the far sideline. Ambrose and Tanksley over there. Comes into Tanksley back near midcourt. Dribbling to his left. Near the left outlet, takes it back outside the arc. Ambrose right side. Washington to back out to Tanksley. Tanksley up to the top of the key, working to his right, trying to find a seam in the lane once again. Off the window, left it short. Rebound tip to the near side, grabbed by Johnny Melvin. They'll find Johnson into the front court left side. That's Demetrius Johnson. Left side Adams. Started by Washington. He'll drive the lane right side. Washington deflected the shot, loose ball. Hall picked it up on the far sideline. 14:50 remaining. Brandon Hall, front court near side. Ambrose off to his left, Washington in the corner. He lets the defender pass, takes the three, was partially blocked, fed inside to Spiller, puts it up and in. Davon Spiller with 8. 44-32. Largest lead of the night for Moberly, 14:33 remaining. Adams, front court right side of the floor for Hinton. Hit at the right wing. Goes into Melvin, turnaround jumper blocked by Spiller, but a foul's called. Spiller does not like the call. Spiller upset because he was pushed before the shot. That's number 3 on Trayvon. Team foul number 2, so Spiller and Gordon with 3 each. Johnny Melvin at the line has 5 points, averaging 11.5 points per game. He's 4 of 4 from the free throw line this season. Chris Grubbs ready to check in. First free throw is no good. Highland's 8 of 11 from the strike now. 14:23 remaining. Greyhounds leading 44-32. Johnny Melville, sophomore from El Paso, Texas. And his second free throw attempt on its way is good. He's got 6. 44-33. 14:21 remaining. Tanks into the front court far side. Still drilling, chased by a couple of Cougars. Past the near side for Ambrose. Back to the right side, and Jennifer Washington tipped out of bounds by Hinton. It'll stay with Moberly. Hinton saying he deflected it off of Washington. He's not going to get the call. Brandon Hall will inbound. Shot clock at 15. 14:08 remaining. Comes into Tanksley. Going to his left. It's a low block. Lays it up and in. Team Tanksley with 10. Greyhounds lead by 13. 46-33. Just under 14 minutes remaining. Front court left side, Hinton. Pass stolen by Tanksley at midcourt. One-on-one to the rack against Adams. Off the window. He's fouled. And Ambrose will dunk it after the whistle. But Tanksley will have a couple of free throws coming up. That's going to be number 3 on Adams. Tanksley with 10 points, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And a timeout's going to be taken by Highland. We'll take a 30-second break. 13:49 remaining. Greyhounds lead 46-33. Back in 30 seconds on Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com.
Hey, girl. Hey. So I'm dropping these not-so-subtle hints to Rick about visiting B-Craft Jewelers in downtown Moberly, and I'm not really sure he's getting it. I mean, I'm thinking about setting his GPS on his cell phone to 507 West Reed Street, or maybe a reminder on his phone even. I'm not sure. I mean, Chris at B-Craft has stunning inventory, sparkling rings, brilliant bracelets, exquisite necklaces, and so many other beautiful gifts. And, well, you know, it would be perfect for Christmas or my birthday, of course, our anniversary, just any day. Chris will even help him pick it out. As Chris always says, if you can dream it, Chris at B-Crafts, he can build it.
Tonight's game on Information Radio Quicks brought to you in part by Regional Missouri Bank with branches in Keatsville, Salisbury, Glasgow, Paris, Brookfield, and 2 locations in Marceline and Moberly, helping strong roots grow for now and generations to come. And Valentine Insurance Agency in Moberly since 1964, here for you, helping you when you need it. 13:49 remaining. Moberly leading this one 46-33. Greyhounds have Hall, Washington, Tanksley, Grubbs, and Ambrose on the floor. Tanksley going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Cougars have Tyler Johnson, Demetrius Johnson, Demarius Splunge, Marquand Adams, and Gonzalo Pastrachea. Tanksley 2 of 2 from the line. First free throw is good. 47-33. 13:49 remaining. Lines it up. Second free throw attempt on its way. Spins home. 12 points now for Tanksley. And the Hounds lead by 15 for the first time. Mobley showing press. Johnson picks up the backboard now. Finds Nestor-Che into the front court. Left side of the floor swung over to Adams. They'll take it back out to the logo. 15 on the shot clock. 13:33 remaining. Adams near the left elbow spins. Feeds in the corner. The ball lost out of bounds by Splunge. Mobley ball. 13:28 left. Ambrose will inbound to Tanksley. Tanksley will bring it into the front court, far sideline. Still dribbling, working to the right, gets the elbow, feeds the corner. Washington triple off the rim, no good. Rebound Grubbs. Puts it on the floor, backs his way to lane, turns to the right side, lays up, shot no good. Rebound fought for, and this time the Cougars come out of there with it. Adams into the front court. Dishes back to the left side. Three by Demetrius Johnson. Off the heel, no good. Rebound Washington. He and Hall were both there for it. Hall bringing up the floor. He'll step into an NBA three. Bang! Brandon Hall from way downtown. 51-33 in favor of the Hounds. 12:46 remaining. Near side of the floor, Johnson into the front court. And a 10-second call. Pass was too late to Splunge. Another turnover back to Moberly. Greyhounds have opened up an 18-point lead after being down 7. Now 1 point. A 36-11 run since that point. Hall will inbound. Next to the Greyhounds bench in the front court. Comes into Tanksley. Dribbling to his right. Gets to the baseline. To the rack off the window. He's fouled and will shoot 2. Foul, I believe, called on Nestor-Che. That is the call. That'll be his first. At the line will be Jaheim Tanksley with 12 points already. 4 of 4 from the free throw line. First attempt on its way. Bounces out to the left. That's his first miss. First miss tonight. He'll have one more attempt. 12:33 remaining. 51-33. Second free throw is good. He's tied for a game-high 13 points now. And the Greyhounds lead by 19 for the first time. Left side Adams into the front court. Nestor-Che drives the lane to the rack, feeds it to the right corner now. 3 by Splunge. Off the rim, no good. Rebound Washington for the Hounds. They'll leave it for Hall. Hall into the front court right side. Working up. Takes another NBA 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Tyler Johnson. They'll leave it for Demetrius Johnson. Into the front court top of key. Left side. Nestor-Che leaves it off for Adams. 12 minutes remaining. Ball swung to the right side. Tyler Johnson drives in. Off the window, left it short. A foul's going to be called. Foul's going to be on Chris Grubbs. That'll be his first. Team foul number 3. And at the line will be Tyler Johnson, averaging 2 points per game. 1 of 2 from the free throw line this season. And the first one's a brick that bounces off to the right. Lamine Hinton, Johnny Melvin back into the game for the Cougars. Adams and Nestor-Che to the bench. 52-33 with 11:53 remaining. Second free throw is good. Johnson's first point of the night. 52-34. Tanksley dribbling in the backcourt. Across the timeline. Front court going to the top of the key. Now feeds it back to the right side of the floor. Washington head fakes a 3. Gives it back out. Ambrose top of the key. Tries the lane left side. Stops 12 feet from the basket. Kicks to the corner. Hall for 3. Bang! His second 3 of the night. He's got 11 points. The Hounds lead by 20. 54-34. Actually, that was a 2. That's what they signal. Still a 20-point lead for the Hounds. Right side, Johnson. Working to his right. Feeds into the corner, and a foul's going to be called on Ambrose. That's going to be his first. And Cougars will inbound from the baseline near side of the basket. Johnson feeds into the right corner for Hinton. Holds the ball now. Takes a 3 over Hall. No good. Long rebound on the far side by Tanksley. Under 11 minutes to play. Tanksley going coast to coast. Lays up left. It's short. Rebound controlled by Splunge. He'll get it to Tyler Johnson midcourt. Feeds it underneath the basket. Melvin has to dish it back, and Tyler Johnson puts it up and in. 54-36. 10:36 remaining. Grubbs double team in the backcourt. He's fouled. Foul's going to be on Tyler Johnson. That'll be his first. Spiller will come into the game replacing Grubbs for the Greyhounds. .36 in favor of Moberly. 10.5 minutes remaining. Tanksley to the front court. Hall with it between the circles. Left side, Ambrose. Going to his right, the free throw line. Leaves it right side of the floor. Tanksley deep off the wing. Gives it back out. Ambrose top of the key, working left. He'll hand it off. Hall going to his right, steps to his left, takes the 3. Bang! That one's a 3. He's got 13, 57-36. Largest lead for Moberly, midway point of the second half. Johnson with it left side. Drives in, off the glass, up and in. Demetrius Johnson with 4. 57-38. Tanksley back to the right side. Ambrose back to Tanksley. He'll cross the timeline. 9:40 remaining. Hall dribbling to his right, out near midcourt. Back to his left. Looking for separation. Gives it back to Ambrose, top of the key. Drives the lane right side. His shot won't go. Rebound Cougars. Splunge took it away from his teammate. Tyler Johnson into the front court. Demetrius Johnson with it. Into the left corner. Comes back out. Demetrius Johnson with it. Deep off the left wing. 15 on the shot clock. 9:13 remaining. Top of the key. Splunge dribbling right side. His shot blocked by Spiller. Loose ball picked up by Hall. He'll find Washington. Mobley sprinting up the floor. Alley-oop, and Ambrose couldn't connect on the dunk. Rebound controlled by Hall. Leaves it out to Tanksley. Tanksley drives the lane to the rack. Scoop shot won't go. Spiller can't get the rebound. This time controlled by the Cougars. In and out of his fingers. 8:50 remaining. 57-38. Into the front court. Demetrius Johnson. Launched by Tanksley near the logo. Shot clock at 15 already. Dribbles to his left, feeds it back top of the key. Hinton for 3. It's good. That's the second 3, and Moberly's got to take a timeout with 8:31 left. Up 57-41. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on Information Radio Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com.
Napa know-how.
Get ready for winter and save with these November specials at your locally owned Moberly Napa. Napa 10-inch LED light screws into light socket, 8,000 lumens, $27.99. Many Milwaukee and Craftsman items on sale. Premium starting fluid, 11-ounce, $5.59. Power Service diesel fuel supplement, 32-ounce, $8.99. Napa 15W40 heavy-duty diesel motor oil, $14.99 a gallon. Stop by your locally owned Napa Auto Parts in Moberly. They have the know-how.
Maximize your business capabilities with Shoelace, Sheraton Valley's complete business solutions. Video conference, call management, take calls on your desk phone or mobile phone. Shoelace ties all your communications together. Want a great career with excellent benefits and competitive wages with a growing company? Then Sheraton Valley is where you need to be. Join our team. Check us out at cvalley.net. That's cvalley.net. Sheraton Valley is here. Faster internet is now.
Go further, go faster, go fiber.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by B-Craft Jewelers for quality jewelry and has just become family heirlooms. B-Craft Jewelers in downtown Moberly is the only place to shop. with a large inventory, custom designs, and trusted repairs. J.B. Conley with the 8:31 remaining. Greyhounds leading 57-41. Roy Womack back into the game for the Greyhounds. Ambrose will inbound. Hall out there along with Tanksley and Spiller. Ball brought up near side by Ambrose. Long pass to the front court, right side for Tanksley. Dribbling to his left, near side. Ambrose zips it inside. Spiller with the flush. He's got 10, 59-41. Mobley showing press in the backcourt. This is Rashawn McMiller back in the game. He'll give it off to Johnson. Front court, near side, Melvin. Demetrius Johnson near the logo again. 8 minutes remaining. 15 on the shot clock. He's guarded by Womack. Curling near the left elbow. Feeds it to his left for Splunge. Into the corner. Now comes back out. Melvin drives in the lane. Dishes underneath. And Spiller can't block the shot. 59-43. Ball to the front court. Womack. Long pass to the near side. Gets it off. All over the rack. Goes underneath. Reverse left. Won't go. Rebound Hinton. Try to protect the ball and just shot it too hard. Driving in Johnson. Dishes underneath. Splunge. Shot won't go. Got his own rebound. Second shot swatted by Spiller. Mobley 2-on-1 the other way. Tanksley into the front court to the rack. Lays it up. Missed it. Rebound tipped around and grabbed by Hinton. 7:14 remaining. 59-43. Long pass front court. Demetrius Johnson with it. Now back up to the top of the key, nearly stolen. Melvin has it in the lane, kicks back into the corner. 3 on the way by Johnson is, by Rashawn McMiller is good. 59-45. Under 7 minutes to play. Front court near side, Hall. They'll give it back, Tanksley up to the top of the key, now right side of the floor. Ambrose with it. 6:45 left, shot clock down to 15. Ambrose swings it to his right. Womack with it. Puts it on the floor, back out to Ambrose, near side for Hall, down to 9. Inside by McMiller, curls to his left, back to his right, feeds inside, Spiller lays it up and in. Spiller with 12, 61-45, 6:25 remaining. McMiller into the front court, near side for Melvin, back out between the circles for Johnson. Started by Womack. Drives the lane left side, gets the low post, Womack walked it out there, and hard spill by Johnson as the whistle was blown. The foul on Womack will be his first. 61-45, 6:11 remaining. Greyhounds next action next Sunday against John A. Logan in St. Louis. Pregame 4:50, tip at 5 here on Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com. At the line, Johnson first free throw is good. Demetrius Johnson with 5 points now. Washington back in for the Hounds. Adams back in for the Cougars. Demetrius Johnson, the second, a freshman from St. Paul, Minnesota, 8 points per game. 57% free throw shooter. 61-46. Second free throw is good. He's got 6 points. Down to a 14-point game. The Hounds have led by as many as 21. Womack. They'll break the press. Spiller in the front court. They've got numbers now. Right side Washington. Drives to the baseline. Now brings it back out. Womack finds Ambrose. Top of the key. Shot clock at 15. Under 6 minutes to play. Near side. All on the dribble. Working to his right. Takes it out to the top of the key. 8 on the shot clock. Right side Washington. Hands it up. Keeps it. Drives past Womack. Hits the baseline. Sealed off with 3. Jumper off the rim. No good. Rebound tipped around. Loose ball. Will be grabbed by the Cougars. McMiller into the front court. He'll leave it back. Johnson top of the key. Left side McMiller again. 5.5 minutes remaining. Johnson in the lane to the rack. Left side layup is good. Demetrius Johnson with 8. 61-49. Womack in the backcourt. He's got 3 defenders with an eye on him. And they come over the steal. The shot no good. Putback is up and in by Tyler Johnson. Mobley's going to take a timeout. Down to a 10-point game with 5:09 remaining. 61-49. 61-51. And we will take a 60-second break. 5:09 left. Hounds up 61-51, back in 60 here on Clicks and CentralMoInfo.com.
As independent agents, the folks at PK Wise Agency in Moberly and Sellers Wise Insurance in Salisbury offer auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Their experienced agents work on your behalf to find the right coverage at the best possible rate for you. When you have a claim, you have the backing of reliable, experienced agents. That's why area residents rely on PK Wise and Sellers Wise for all their insurance needs. Celebrating well over 100 years in business, your independent insurance agents at PK Wise and Sellers Wise put you first.
Are you looking to sell your home, farm, or commercial property, or looking to find your dream home and settle down? The well-known established real estate company of R.G. Mongler Real Estate in Moberly is your team you need working for you to help you find that perfect piece of property. For over 40 years, R.G. Mongler Real Estate has been your premier real estate agent for Mid-Missouri. No one knows this area better than the R.G. Mongler team. Look them up today at rgmongler.com or stop by their office at North William Street in Moberly.
Greyhounds ball, 5:09 remaining, up 61-51. Inbounds pass comes into Spiller, gives it to Tanksley. Back to Spiller. Back to Tanksley. They got to get in the front court. They've got to hurry. Tanksley across the timeline just in time. Right side for Washington. Going to his left. Out beyond the elbow. Top the key now. Hall working to his right. Steps back. Takes a three off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped around, loose ball to the near corner. Spiller has arm hook, saved it from going out of bounds. He'll be tipped into the backcourt. 4:40 remaining. Greyhounds chase it down. Ambrose feeds it left corner. Tanksley with it now. Back up to the top of the key, working to his right, feeds it right side. Hall steps around his defender. Into the lane, long pass near side. Ambrose for three, off the rim, no good. And rebound controlled by Hall. Extended possession for Moberly, and Hall is tripped up and a foul called. With 4:21 remaining at 61-51. The foul on hit will be his third. Team foul. Number 6. Greyhounds will inbound from the far sideline. Hall gets it into Tanksley. Goes on the near side, takes it back out to the logo, 14 on the shot clock. Right by Demetrius Johnson, dribbling left, dribbling right, pass goes right side of the floor. Ambrose with it now to the right elbow, dishes to Spiller, his shot no good, put back no good, ball tipped out and finally picked up by Demetrius Johnson into the front court, 4 minutes remaining. Right side for Hinton, into the lane. McMiller with it, jump over Spiller, Spiller blocks it. This ball picked up by the Cougars. Hinton across the lane, his shot no good. Rebound grab by Spiller. He'll find Tanksley. 3:45 left. Tanksley to the front court. Right side. Ambrose for three. Off the rim, no good. Spiller's fall through dunk won't go either. And the Cougars get the rebound. 3:35 remaining. Adams front court left side. Drives in. His shot runs into Washington. They're going to call a foul. Washington was inside the restricted arc. Correct call. Washington picks up his third foul. With 3:29 remaining. 61-51. Team foul number 6. And we have a shoelace malfunction down to our right. I believe that's Adams tying his shoe. It is. He's got 4 points. And Moberly wants a timeout. Coach Smith apparently did get called in time as Adams is at the line. First free throw is good. He's got 5 and now he'll take his timeout. We will take a 60-second break with 3:29 remaining at 61-52. Back in 60 here on Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com.
Is your class schedule out of whack and you need to get caught up, get ahead, catch up, or get started on your degree this winter with a winter master class at MACC, the college for you. MACC has articulation agreements with many colleges and universities throughout Missouri and beyond, so you can transfer all your credits and get your degree on time. Did we mention you'll save a bunch of money? Meet with an advisor or explore your options now at macc.edu. Moberly Area Community College, the college for you.
Make cleanup easy with a new Whirlpool dishwasher. You won't have leftover dishes to hand wash with the flexibility to fit tall items in the adjustable upper rack and room for 14 place settings. Plus, you can skip scrubbing and pre-rinsing when you use the boost cycle. Shop Arts to see how Whirlpool dishwashers can help you manage your family's mealtime messes. See the complete line of Whirlpool appliances at Arts Appliance Furniture, Electronics, and Flooring. Check them out on Facebook or at artsappliance.com.
Whatever you need, you'll find it at Arts.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Moberly Area Community College of Moberly, Macon, Kirksville, Hannibal, Mexico, Columbia, and online. And for auto, home, business, life, and health insurance, see PK Weiss Agency in Moberly. 3:29 remaining. Greyhounds leading 61-52. Marquand Adams has the second free throw coming up. He's got 5 points already tonight. Greyhounds led by as many as 21 here in the second half. Right now down to 9. Second free throw on its way is good. Adams with 6. It's down to an 8-point game. Ambrose with inbound. Gets in near side, and Hall couldn't hang on to it. Goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Cougars' ball. 3:29 left. Inbounds pass will come from Johnny Melvin in front of his bench. Started by Ambrose. Does get it in on the near sideline. For Sean McMillan will give it out. Marquand Adams near midcourt. Drives the lane left side. Now kicks out to the left wing. Johnson gives it back up. Melvin drives the lane left side. Off the window. It's good. Melvin with 10. It's a 6-point game with 3:12 left. Pass will come in. Spiller will give it off to Tanksley. Tanksley to the backcourt to the near side. Long pass. Far side. And into the front court is Washington. Weaves through traffic, gives it back out, near side Ambrose, feeds it left corner. Hall for 3, off the rim, no good. And the rebound controlled by Johnson. 2:52 remaining, 61-55 Greyhounds. Melvin on the near side, up to the top of the key. He'll find Johnson between the circles, 20 on the shot clock, 2:42 left. Johnson still dribbling, side by Washington, working to his left. Takes it back outside the arc, top of the key, Melvin, down to 8. Drives the lane right side, fires up a shot, swatted out of there by Ambrose, gets it back top of the key, 3 on the shot clock, launches a 3, draws iron, no good, rebound controlled by Brandon Hall, 2:20 remaining. Moberly leading 61-55. Tanksley into the front court, and a foul reach will be called on Adams, that's number 4 on him. And it's team foul number 7. It's going to put Tanksley at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 2:12 remaining. Moberly up 6. Tanksley at the line has 13 points. One of 3 players with 13 for the Hounds, along with Hall and Ambrose. For the 1-on-1, no good. The putback won't go either for Hall. Now Tanksley puts it up, won't go. Loose ball this time. Cougars with it. 2:03 remaining. Up the floor. Ball knocked loose and taken away by Hall. Taken away from Adams. Hall to the front court. Drives to the rack and he's fouled. Tyler Johnson picks up his second with 1:54 remaining. Team foul number 8. 2 free throws coming up for Brandon Hall. I don't think anyone's left here yet. Good crowd on hand for this one. Brandon Hall, 3 of 4 from the line. First free throw is good. Got a game high 14 points now. Ramin Hinton back into the game. He'll replace Rashawn McMillan. 62-55 with 1:54 left. Second free throw on its way is good. Hall with 15. Hounds by 8. Under 2 minutes to play. Into the front court. Melvin top of key. Swung right side. 3 from the corner. Off the rim. No good. For Tyler Johnson. Rebound controlled by Mobley. 1:38 left. Washington into the front court. Guarded by Adams. Working to his right. And a reach will be called on Adams. And his night's over. He fouls out of the game with 1:31 left. 6 points tonight for him. He can't believe he fouled out. He had to ask the scores table. Demarius Splunge will check in. One and one coming up for Washington. The first one's good. He's got 5 points now, 2 of 3 from the line. 64-55. One more coming up. This could make it a 4-possession game again. Second free throw. Spins out, no good. The rebound controlled by Hinton. Under a minute and a half left, 9-point game. Melvin into the front court. Left side of the floor, Johnson feeds it to his left. 3 on the way. Won't go for Hinton. Rebound controlled by Ambrose. Ambrose protects the ball. 1:16 remaining. Watched by Melvin as he crosses the timeline. Pass comes near side Washington. Back to Ambrose. Greyhounds trying to chew a little clock here. Near side of the floor. Washington on the dribble. Out near midcourt with 12 on the shot clock. 1 minute remaining. Was read a screen by Spiller. Into the lane, to the rack. His shot off the window. It'll be an offensive foul. As Melvin draws the charge, Washington picks up his 4th. With 54.3 seconds left. Greyhounds leading 64-55. Inbounds pass from Melvin comes in to Johnson. Back to Melvin. Back to Johnson. Back to Melvin. Into the front court. Top of the key Hinton. Feeds it into the right corner. Tyler Johnson reverses back out to Melvin. Drives the lane right side. His shot off the window, no good. Rebound tipped around. Loose on the floor. Picked up by the Cougars. And a foul's going to be called with 37 seconds remaining. Foul's on Ambrose. His second personal. Team foul number 8. A 1-and-1 coming up for Ramin Hinton. He's 1 of 2 from the line so far. First free throws, no good. Rebound Ambrose. Greyhounds with the ball. A 9-point lead coming up on 30 seconds remaining. Tanksley into the front court. Spins to the left. Spins back to his right. Gets it out to Ambrose. Right side Washington. Greyhounds playing keep away right now. Tanksley on the near sideline. Down to 16 seconds left. Right side Washington gives it back out Ambrose. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Near side Tanksley. Drives the lane. Floater won't go. Rebound tipped around. Grabbed by the Cougars. 5 seconds left. Long outlet to Hinton. Hinton lays it up with 1 second remaining. Greyhounds going to win this one. Final score 64-57. Greyhounds now 9-1 on the year, winners of 8 straight. We're going to take a 60-second break and be back with the postgame show. You're listening to Greyhounds basketball on Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com.
Finding a home right now is tough, but buying one may be easier than you think. FHA, USDA, and VA loans from Central Bank get you into a house with little or no down payment, which leaves you more money for those unexpected moving costs. Get pre-qualified for an FHA, USDA, or VA home loan at centralbank.net and go from house hunter to home owner. Central Bank, member FDIC, NMLS number 407985, equal housing lender.
Do Do you have a family heirloom piece of jewelry you'd love to pass along for Christmas, but it's missing a stone, or the clasp doesn't work, or maybe it won't keep the right time? Call Chris at Beecraft Jewelers in downtown Moberly. Better yet, visit 507 West Reed Street. For over 60 years, customers have known and trusted Beecraft Jewelers for the repair of their most precious pieces. You can too. Quick turnaround on repairs, and in some cases, it can be done the same day. Beecraft Jewelers stands behind every repair. Call or visit today.
And welcome back to the postgame show here on Information Radio Quicks. Greyhounds win this one 64-57. Entertaining game tonight. Probably led by Brandon Hall with 15 points, 13 each for Jaheim Tanksley. And Rayshawn Ambers, 12 for Trayvon Spiller, 5 for Tedrick Washington, 4 for Noah Gordon, and 2 for Chris Grubbs tonight. Highland led by Rabin Hinton with 13 points, Johnny Melvin with 10, Demetrius Johnson the second with 8, Milos Kovacevic with 7 points, Tyler Johnson with 5, Demarius Splunge with 4, Rashawn McMillan with 3. I missed Marquand Adams with 6. Cyrus Huggard-Noel had 2 points on the evening. We had 7 ties, 7 lead changes. Moberly led by as many as 21 in the second half and ended up pulling out a 7-point win. Greyhounds were 14 of 21 from the free throw line. And Highland finished the night 14 of 19 from the free throw line. Greyhounds are now 9-1 on the year, winners of 8 straight. Highland falls to 4-3 on the season. Pat Smith will be joining us here momentarily. Regional Radio encourages you to stop by these fine businesses and thank them for bringing you tonight's broadcast. Art supplies, furniture, electronics, and flooring. Beecraft Jewelers. John Cochran with Valentine Insurance Agency. MacRack, R.G. Mongler Real Estate, Napa Auto Parts, Thomas Motors, all of Moberly. PK Weiss Agency in Moberly and Sellers Weiss Insurance in Salisbury. Central Bank of Moberly and Huntsville. Sheraton Valley keeping you connected. The Hunting Corner in Monroe City, C&O Markets with a location near you. Regional Missouri Bank with branches in Keysville, Salisbury, Glasgow, Harris, Brookfield, and 2 locations in Marceline and Moberly. And Moberly Area Community College in Moberly, Macon, Kirksville, Hannibal, Mexico, Columbia, and online. Don't think we're going to get to CBS at the top of the hour. Still waiting for Coach Smith here, but stick around. We'll get you into our regular programming. Coming up in a few moments as we're 3 minutes before 9 o'clock right now here on AM 1230, KWIX Moberly 92.5, KWIX FM Cairo, and CentralMoInfo.com. Coach Smith is making his way over. I'll remind you, we've got Chiefs football tomorrow on the Captain. They're hosting LA Rams. We'll have the pregame coming up at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Kickoff at 3:25 on 99.9 The Captain. Greyhounds win this one by a score of 64-57. Joyce and I were talking about it. Head coach of the Greyhounds, Pat Smith. And Coach, I know you don't necessarily like the finish of that game other than the victory, but you had a nice stretch in there, late first half, early second, where you built up a 21-point lead.
Yeah, we did a really good job getting that 21-point lead. I think we had a little fatigue. I probably should have done a lot better job of my timeouts tonight. I had too many left at the end. And just like anything else, you can't take it with you. And so I probably should have used them a little bit better. We played some guys a lot of minutes tonight. It was -1 player. Xavier Sykes was out with a concussion protocol tonight, so couldn't play him. But, you know, I'll say this. We put a scouting report deal on number 1, who we had done a really good job on all night. And then he had a 3 and gave him a little momentum. We missed a lot of shots, you know what? A lot of layups.
They were good shots. They just didn't fall.
Just didn't fall the last 5-6 minutes. I think we're a little bit tired. I wish I'd done a better job with my timeouts. And but you know what? Man, let me tell you, I think Highland's got a really good team, don't you?
They do. They're a very good team. And it's nice to see your squad gut out a victory against a good team.
I thought offensively we had our moments. I mean, Brandon Hall got hard, hit a couple threes. I thought Jaheim was getting to the basket. We got to just continue to get better offensively. I thought we had some offensive lulls tonight that cost us. I thought defensively, except for one stretch, the second half, when they kind of crawled back in it, I thought we were really good.
Sure.
And that's kind of our MO, is we're going to guard you. This is not going to be one of my teams for 7 straight years till last year. We'd averaged 90 or better. I think we averaged 86 last year. This year, we're a different type of team. We're a little bit of a grinded-out, tough team, and we really guard well.
We're holding opponents to about 60 points per game right now. It's certainly win a lot of games for you.
I think these guys were averaging 79, and we held them to, 57?
Yep.
Yeah. So, it's been kind of what we do. We kind of mix our pressure up every game. I thought we had some really good performances the first half. I thought Chris Grubbs and Amori Womack, Brandon Hall, the way they came in was huge for us.
Yeah.
And then I thought the second half, everybody had their moments. We were 21 up. Shouldn't have got that point.
Did you say something in that timeout when you're down 7 in the first half before you went on the 21-3 run to end the half? What changed at that point of the game?
I don't think I said anything. We just talked about we're not guarding well. I'd played a little zone. We went back man to man, and we changed our press up. We went to a containment 3-quarter press, and we have 3 presses we use, AB, and what we end up doing, we'll usually try all 3 on that and kind of see what's working. And that press, if you notice, I thought it kind of turned the tempo the first half. There was a lot of turnovers, and we scored some off our defense. And then we had a couple of shots, and we got in a real good rhythm. And, like I said, the biggest concern I have is that we scored 28 points the second half, but we missed a lot of shots around the rim, and we just got to get better at finishing those.
Busy November wraps up for you. We just started the season 3 weeks ago, and now you're a third of the way through at 9-1.
Yeah, we are, but I look at it a little bit differently. What we want to accomplish lies ahead. So it's great that we're 9-1. We need to get better.
You got a little bit of a time off, I guess, to practice and maybe get a little bit of rest before you play next Sunday.
Well, one thing I learned in high school football was the preparation of a week of getting ready to play and how you build upon that every day. And, we knew this was going to be a tough one tonight. Well, we got John A. Logan on Sunday in St. Louis. We're the premier game in that shootout. 2 ranked teams going at each other. And with that said, I think that this is a huge week for us for not only that game, but for getting ready for what lies ahead, because after that we open region play.
Yeah.
Then we go and try to defend our title at Highland. I think we play a very good Sauk Valley team, who, by the way, beat these guys as well. And then if we win that game, we'll probably play Southeastern Iowa.
Yeah.
So I love it, man.
Tough bracket,
tough games. Well, I say it's a tough bracket. Our bracket's tough. My buddy Pete Norman took care of Highland. I think they're already in the championship game, so we're up to be there with them.
Yeah. I'll be a fun one. Final thoughts on this one before we let you go.
What did you think about the game?
I thought it was entertaining. I thought it got a little too entertaining there in the second half. I was kind of on cruise control myself for a while, and they made a game out of it.
Something we really try to get good at is competing every play mentally, physically, and together. We call it physically, mentally, together.
No.
Compete every play. Thought we lost a little bit of that. Thought we had some guys all of a sudden, and we got tired. But, man, the basketball game, we went through a 2-hour and 35-minute practice one night this week, early in the week. I taper down coming into games. But I tell you, we got to get a little bit more what I call gumption, man. Noah Gordon had not played well tonight. Now, he didn't play bad. Let me back up. He did not play bad. He got
two guys out of his rhythm, I think.
Yeah, and you know something? A great lesson to be learned, isn't it?
Yeah.
Great lesson to be learned. Take care of what you're supposed to do it right. I thought he had a really good start to the game, and I thought that's going to be my speech to him. I thought and I can't stand that. I mean, it doesn't take a lot anymore to get one, but you shouldn't get one, because the bottom line, it hurts your team. Yeah. We talked today going into the game about what it takes being ready to play. And I said the number one thing it takes being ready to play is when you as a coach make it all about us. I mean, as a player, I'm sorry. And you just say, okay, I'm ready with my offensive game. I'm going to take my shots. I'm going to be aggressive, but I'm going to do whatever I have to help my team win. And, that's kind of the deal that I've always got about teams. Don't do anything to hurt your team. But Noah's a great kid. He's a very valuable member of our program. He'll be fine. Thought Rayshawn Ambrose had some really good moments tonight. I thought at one point, man, defensively, the first half, we just dominated the game. Yeah. I mean, they were having a hard time getting up the court. They were having a hard time completing a pass. I thought even the second half, man, we did a great job when we was up 21 and just flying around. And then, unfortunately, we let them back in the game. We gave them a little life. The problem with teams that are down 20-21, they have nothing to lose. You can go for it, man. You can play free, what I call freedom ball. And we got to do a better job of making sure we kind of nail the coffin late in games.
All right, we'll see you next Sunday in St. Louis.
Yeah, big week for us, man. Big week. I wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And, our kids were off in class this week, and while I love it, I'm kind of glad to get back in the routine. So, we're 9-1 right now, 8 straight wins. That's when we lost our second game of the year, do you realize this is the best we could be right now?
Yeah.
And that's all you can do.
All you can do.
Yeah, and good win tonight, wasn't it?
Absolutely. We'll take it. We'll take team.
We'll tell you, my daughter always had a favorite saying, a win is a win.
Where'd you learn that from?
Not from me. I'll tell you what, as a Packers fan right now, I'll take it. Hey, but Kentucky's, we got Louisville today. I'm pretty fired about that. I went 2-0 today.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, thank you.
Pat Smith joins here on the postgame show. His squad winning tonight by a score of 64-57. And once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors for helping us bring you tonight's action here on Information Radio Quicks. We'll have the Greyhounds coming up next Sunday in St. Louis. That'll be at the Merrimack campus of St. Louis Community College. We'll have the pregame at 4:50, tip at 5 o'clock if everything stays on time here on Information Radio Quicks. And it's about to wrap things up for us on today's broadcast. We'd like to thank our sponsors once again. We'd like to thank our producer back in the studio as well, Carter Ward, doing a great job as always, and thanks to you for listening. We got a pair of wins tonight. Lady Hounds pull out an 88-53 win over Arkansas State Mid-South, and the men pull out a 64-57 win over Highland Community College. For all of us here at Fitzsimmons John Arena, I'm J.B. Conley. Have a great night, everyone.